Yeah, what's up, guys? Another day of walking, and I'm having a cold. Started to have it a few days back, but yeah. So if I'm going to sneeze, cough, and everything that's with a cold, sorry about that if you don't like it. But it's just life. Today was a nice day. Even the sun looked forward. So yeah, it will be nice with a walk now in this weather. Still just a couple of days before Christmas, and it usually be white. So I don't know what to talk about today. That's the hardest thing I think, doing these walks, is to find a topic to talk about. Often when I find some topic, it's usually just it flows. Just keep on talking, but some nice lighting here from the evening sun. It's only like 2 p.m. and the sun it's been at its peak already, slowly going down the horizon at the moment. I think there will be light for like 1.5 hour more or something. Doubt it will be anything more. It's not many hours of daytime. But it's only a few days and it will turn back and be longer days again. I think it's like 22nd of December or something, where the shortest day, and I think it's just like 4 hours or so. Just gonna walk through today, I think. No trails. See if I see something new. So long since I did this route. Oh, it looks like an animal path or something. Or some people might be walking here. But it's very new. It's a very nice forest here. Thing is, you like it because you see so long and it's all moss and stuff, so it's very nice. But to see some animals, it's a lot more rare. Oh, this must be an animal path as well, because they'd rather be in the thick greens rather than outside in the open. So I don't know. I don't think it is that much animals compared to when I was little. World is changing. Oh, there's something very white over there. Yeah, it's a roedeer. 2 of them at least. So yeah, if you walk the off trail, you probably have a lot more encounters. So fun with the roedeers because they have their ass is like a huge white flag. I don't know why. So weird because such a target spot them when it's not snow. It's not that something that goes away during the summer or changes to something like the forest hare, who switches from brown fur to white fur. They must have a real problem at the moment because I think if we saw one, it's probably white as snow at the moment, and it's no snow, so they can't hide. Well, that's not as good as they can if it was white outside. It's even worse when I have a cold to walk. It's not good otherwise. And to be honest, I'm not really sure. Oh, they are running over there, 2 of them. Damn, that's big white asses. I hope you caught I caught that on video when you saw that one, because those asses were shining miles away, especially when they ran over in the open area. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm not sure where I am, to be honest. Well, I can't get lost at this place because I know where I am it that way, but directionally, not that sure. If it was down here I was walking, which seems way too close, but I think it is. When I walked with the dog a few days back, I think we walked just on the edge here. Not sure about it though, but it feels like it. I think I recognize the rocks over there. So if I go down here, we should go on trail-ish. But it's not a real trail because when you divide forest areas, there are often markings or they cut up a small trail between the neighbors, so it becomes like a trail. So if you stand right on the line, you can see very far often. And this is a bordering line between two owners. So, and I'm a little bit brain melted, so tired, so I can't really think. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the path we walked. I'll just follow the markings here. Here you see the path between two forest landowners. It's very rocky beneath the moss. So sorry about the bouncing. It's a very rocky place to walk on. Sorry about that. take the old machine road. Maybe more slippery but less stony. Sneeze warning. Managed to block that sneeze. Still itching in the nose. I just want to release it, but yeah, you gotta have the feeling for it. Yeah, let's just turn back. Now we're on the old path again. It's so weird when you just take a different route off trail. You lost the focus. You don't often understand how the road bends. So this was like, for me it was like, yeah, I'm walking straight forward here and I come over there. But in reality it was like 45 degrees off in my mind. So yeah, quite interesting. I have been walking this forest once further away on new areas. I think it was in the spring this year, to be honest. And I was walking for like 4 hours or so. But after 2 hours, okay, I'm gonna turn back home. And I was starting walking, and just after a few steps, I'd like, nah, I'm gonna check the GPS. And I was 180 degrees wrong. That's the first time I really been disoriented. But to be fair, I knew where I was ish, and I had the roads around me, so I couldn't get lost. So I was walking without thinking of my directions. I just, I walk out there, keep on walking. Just had a check on the time, so I knew when it was going to be dark. So I was like, yeah, I'm after half the time I'm turning home, because then I know I can go back without an issue. So it was good. So it was just, if I keep on walking, I'll be walking home in the dark later on from twice the distance. So it wouldn't have been bad, but it would have been a real nice surprise. It was a surprise. So it's very easy to get disoriented in the forests. I would say it's worse in the fjell, in the north of Sweden, or the earth, where you don't even have trees, because it's such a flat surface. The landscape is so flat, you don't have anything to pick directions on. And one tip that I had from a guy and read it about on the internet, if you're going a long path, you should check a tree or mast or something far away, maybe a mountain peak or something, and then you walk towards it. When you get closer, you take another peak or tree further away. That way you're gonna stay more in line, on a straight line. Because I think you erase the width of the angle, so to speak, if you have a target so slow near you. The angle of, if you take one step to the side, the angle is so much bigger degree of wrongness. But if you're aiming further away, so much easier. It's not that often that I practice that, because I'm not out in those kind of situations that often. Because when I'm out fishing and stuff, you have the lake. If you're in a forest like this, it's too dense, so you can't aim for something that far. Mostly not, but when you walk trail as well, you won't need it, because you just follow it. So it's good to think about. And I think you should aim for something further away before you get too close to the... If you have a tree and you aim for that, you should get your next target further away if you get one. Because if you come to that tree, you might be aiming for something in a different angle. So you can align the first target tree with something further away or in between. Then you have a directional line between 2 points instead of going towards one. Woodpecker. There's a forest machine down there. Not seen that earlier. I'm not sure if they've begun or not. Didn't know they were doing some forestry down there. Not sure if it's called forestry, but yeah. Unless it's not, it's my name now for it. Hate being sick. I'm not that sick though, but still annoying. Been walking for 24 minutes now. think it was an accidental shortcut today when I walked in the forest, because it was quite decent walk as well. Wasn't any big obstacles. So and if you hear some farting sounds, it's not me, it's my Wellington boots. Rubber. Because it's so damn wet in some places. It's been drying up. I think the ground is defrosting. Because it's been so warm for so long now. I think all the cold in the ground has gotten loose or something. Because when you have a really harsh winter and it's extremely cold with a little snow, around here it says that the frost, not permafrost, but perm is permanent frost, we don't have that, but to be on frozen free ground, so to speak, you have to go down to, I think it's 1.7 meters or something, close to that, almost 2 meters down. It's supposed to be warm ground, and that's because, why I know that is because when you dig, when you build a house or the balcony on ground, on pillars, like a big balcony with glass windows and stuff, and other stuff. You have to be sure not to be on the freezing depth, because if you are too shallow and it gets very cold, and then when it gets warm again, the ground shifts and everything can just break big time. That's why you want to go so deep with when you're putting the pile. Can't find the words now. Pillars, something like that. So yeah, that's why, if you're wondering why people digging so damn deep, it's most often to get away from the shifting of temperature, freezing and defreezing. And that's why we have such horrible roads in north of Sweden, or maybe other countries, at least in Sweden, because the asphalt, we use asphalt because it's more flexible. I know in south of the world they use rocks or concrete, but if we will use concrete, we'll just break. It's too stiff. So yeah, that's some mumbo jumbo about nothing and some maybe interesting parts. Daily questions that you didn't have until you heard about them sometimes. yeah, I'm going home to grab a cup of coffee, have a little bit chill, and then go out and do some carpenting with my girlfriend's hen house. That will be so nice when it's done, so I can focus on my stuff. I was planning to go fishing today, but no, she had other plans for me. Yeah. Plan is to see you tomorrow, guys. I'm close to home now. So take care. Keep on walking. Makes you feel better, I assure you. Unless you trip. Yeah, bye.